Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you are all doing well. I certainly am. And as you can see, I'm diamond painting. I hope you enjoyed the intro to the video. I decided that I would go ahead and do a bit of a... Where did that go? A setting up video and a little bit of a setting up and just diamond painting from a distance so you can see my setup for whenever I work diamond painting. Might be different from yours. I don't know. Let me know if it is. But this is how I typically work my diamond painting. When I do work it, obviously it hasn't been for a while since I've... It's been a while since I've touched my diamond painting. Let's see. I need to throw these into... So I just broke some of them apart because this diamond painting has a lot of the diamonds that are stuck together, and so I've been having to use my pill crusher a good bit with breaking up the diamonds. So let's talk about diamond painting. Obviously, I haven't done it in quite a while. Probably what, 2 months since I put out a video, and that's the only time I've diamond painted. In those 2 months, I haven't just really felt like doing diamond painting. I think there's a couple reasons why I haven't felt the urge to diamond paint. And so one thing is just well, obviously in December I was doing the Flossmas videos, so I was hyper focused on working on Henry and completing the daily videos. So that took a big chunk of my time, and I just wasn't really focused on working on diamond painting. Another reason is that I have been heavily focused in knitting. So, you know, when one hobby takes over the time, it certainly plays a factor in how much time you can devote to other hobbies. So I have not been able to do this as much due to that, but also I think this design is really, I don't want to say bothering me, but it's not what I expected it to be, I think. And because of that, I just have not really had the motivation or urge to work on it. I'm a person that, you know, expects high detail, and I just haven't seen that so far. Obviously, I haven't gotten down to the buildings yet, and so, you know, I really should just hold my judgment until I get down to that part, or spread down to that part to see what I'm going to think. But I think that's also playing a role in how frequently I work on the diamond painting, because I just have not had, it's just not drawing, it's not pulling my attention. It's not holding my attention. But, and many of you would say, well, why don't you just switch out your projects because you have 2 of them? I really don't, I hate having things left undone. And if you watch my stitching and knitting updates, you'll see why. I'm going to talk more in detail about that on Wednesday. But I really hate leaving things undone, and so since I paid for this, and I really like the picture that it's supposed to be, I really want to go ahead and finish this. And I don't want to start the other one without finishing this one first, because I know if I stop this one and start that one and like that one a lot better, I'll never come back to this one. And then this one will always eat at me as to why didn't you ever finish it, or because I don't like to not finish things, even if I don't necessarily care for it. There are very few things that I have not finished as far as stitching or crafting related goes, and even if I don't like the end product at the end, I still like to finish them. So I really am going to try to stay hyper focused to get this one done before I move on to another diamond painting. And I know a lot of times that you're going to be like, well, you're contradicting yourself, because a lot of times in my videos I say, you know, you need to stitch what you love and work on what you love, and I do love this piece, and I think that's what's it is a contradiction, but it's not at the same time, because I do love the piece. I'm just not, it's not holding my attention as much as I would have liked it to. But I also think that's a test. And sometimes we have to test ourselves to push through those things that we might not like to do or might not want to do, in order to better ourselves and make the other things more enjoyable whenever we have a chance to work on them. You know, one thing I work with closely with the students that I work with, especially in the vocational fields, is that I'm hyper focused and hyper vigilant on not only exposing the students to activities that they express interest, vocational activities and internships that they expose interest to, but because I work in a school, I also want to expose them to internships and vocational tasks that they're either not, that they have no experience in, or they might not show much or any interest in it, because they might develop an interest down the road, or they might approach it from a different aspect or a different perspective that might grow an appreciation or a love for it. And so while I'm always pushing to, you know, develop internships that are highly preferred, I also want to expose students to internships that are either less preferred or unknown. I think we've all been there before in aspects of our life where we've been exposed to something that we either haven't known or haven't enjoyed doing, but we found that by approaching it from a different vantage point or a different perspective, that we've grown to appreciate it, maybe not love it, but appreciate it or enjoy it for being what it is. And I think that's important to grow as individuals and constant as humans, because humans are constantly learning. No matter what people say, we're always learning throughout the entirety of our life. And so I think it's important that we always push ourselves to try new things and try old things that we maybe not have liked before, but we might like later. How many of us have tried spinach at one time or another as children or as young adults and we hated it, but as we've gotten older, and I'm just using spinach as an example, we then learn to appreciate it and like it because of taste change. And I think that's something in the craft world that many people are always experiencing, is that taste change. My tastes in cross stitch and patterns and knitting patterns are always changing. And so I think we have to be aware of that and accepting of that, because when we close our minds off to change, we close our minds off to potential. Anyways, so I am here painting more sky. I have lots of sky to go. Hopefully I'll work on this for a good bit of today, because I'm kind of feeling like it today. And I hope you enjoy doing whatever you're working on today. I have had a very productive day today so far. I started with my homework this morning. I got up bright and early and went ahead and wrote all of my paperwork that I had to do for work or for classwork to get that out of the way. And then I did some stitching. And then I did some knitting, and now I'm doing some diamond painting. Now I need some wax. So I went back to using the wax this time, just to change it up a little bit instead of using the blue tack, just to give myself some variety. I was talking with my friend Mindy Stitcher, who's been diamond painting a lot, and she said that she went back to using the wax because she's enjoying it a little bit more. So I was like, okay, let me try that again. We are having a beautiful sunny day today. I have the windows, the curtains open and the blinds open, and lots of sun is coming in, but it has been definitely cold here, and I think it's going to continue to be cold here throughout the beginning of the week, if not the entire week coming up. So that sun is completely deceiving as far as the weather is concerned. But like I was saying earlier with crafting, cold weather, which I don't like, is just another thing that I have to experience in order to get to the thing that I absolutely love, which is warm weather and the summer. And I think that's why I love the season so much, is the fact that, you know, while I can't always have the season that I want to have, whenever I'm in the season that I don't particularly care for, it's something I have something to look forward to. The anticipation and the excitement of the things to come in that season and in that time that I know will be around the corner soon, and you know, time goes by so fast. So I would love to hear the types of things in the comments below that you may not enjoy as much, but you are willing to put up with, experience, because there's something around the corner, or that you know, that makes it all the more better for what's to come. You know, if you experience something like that, similar to either the seasons or working on a project that you might not particularly care for, but you know, the next one might be better, let me know what your type of experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear those positive comments and thoughts about the anticipation, because I think what is most exciting about those things is the anticipation, you know, the excitement. And I think that's why, you know, so many people love just looking at their stash and their closet, their craft closets, and knowing what's to come because of what they have stored in their closets, of the exciting crafting, that the potential that there is. It's almost like that kinetic energy. Is it kinetic? No, potential energy, because the kinetic, this would be kinetic energy, and the potential is the next project that's ready to go, but I'm not started yet. It's the build-up. Just got to break apart a few of these diamonds that just are just finish off these last few. So let me know what you're working on in the comments. Let me know those exciting things that you anticipate and look forward to, but you're working on something, or you've done something in the past that you might, or experienced something that you might not have enjoyed, but had something coming or on the way that was even more exciting. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you on the next video. And until then, don't forget to always be creative.